What boys, welcome back. As you've seen, I'm teaching you guys how to wash a car. I'm not a professional, I'm not a car detailer, but this is the way that I wash a car when the car's dirty, mate. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to blast all the water off. You want to blast all the dirt off. And the reason why you want to blast all the dirt off is because if you just sponged it straight away, sponged with your soapy water. Oh, first thing first, this is all the shit that I've got. I'll overlay it. You want to wash all this dirt off here, off your car, because you don't want thick bits of dirt when you're washing, when you're sponging it off to scratch the paint. So the first thing that you do is you blast all the excess dirt off. I've just got a shitty ass $100 gore blaster as well from the warehouse. $100 mate, does the job. It actually is pretty good for $100. It's got a wee attachment that goes on the end that you can make foam come out the end of the nozzle. So I'm just going and getting the excess of all the dirt and shit off. What I should have done is blasted the wheel arches first. I should have put some of this mag wheel cleaner on. I'll do it now anyway. This shit here works better when it's dry, but it actually eats the grease off it. But you can't leave it for too long, otherwise it fucks your wheels. Oh, excuse the language. Otherwise it stuffs the wheels. But yeah, that shit on. I won't wash it off yet. Let it sit for a second. What I'll do is I'll get the other wheel actually. Hopefully we'll do a crack cam. Every time you see my crack, I've got to I don't know, do a press up every time after. But yeah, this shit here works the best when the wheel's dry. Not sure why, probably because it sticks straight to the grease rather than water, but it actually does work. It's just, you can buy the other CRC stuff, the CRC mag wheel cleaner. I'm just about to run out of this shit, so hopefully I can get over the whole car. But yeah, it really does. Pulls off the grease. Let that dry for a sec. This one here looks like it's ready to come off. It honestly just peels the grease off real easy. Pretty much, you could just leave that like that and your wheel's pretty tidy. Your wheel's looks somewhat clean. But I usually at the end go over it with the wheel cleaner sponge thing. And when I'm washing a car, I don't know, usually I'll just do this side and then do the other side. But yeah, this shit here, it just strips the grease off straight away. All the brake dust and stuff like that from your brake pad, just gone. Pretty easy. You don't actually have to use a water blaster as well. You can use a hose and a scrubby brush to get this stuff off for the whole wash. You don't have to have a water blaster. You can use just a hose. A hose will be perfectly fine. Hose the car off before you wash it. Get all the excess dirt off, and you're sweet. So that's a pretty alright start for this side of it. Like I said, we'll do one side at a time. Get all these bugs off the front of it while I can see it. Because once the soap's on, you don't really see this shit here. I'm not a car cleaner too, like I said, I'm not a car groomer or anything like that, so if I'm doing it wrong, let me know in the comments. I might be doing it incorrect. This might be the wrong way to do it, but this is the way that I do it anyway. And yeah, like I said, if I'm doing it wrong, then make your own video, tag me in it, or let me know in the comments how shit I'm doing and how wrong I'm washing my own car. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, we'll add some of this. I'm not sure exactly how you use this, can't remember. I think it's like, oh, you must pull that end off there, and then clip this thing on somehow, like how do you even clip this thing on? Maybe you don't take that off. No, you don't take that off. You leave that on. You clip that on there like that, and then you, sorry, hopefully the audio's alright. I think you clip this on there like that, bang. And then, I don't know if I've done this wrong or not, but it doesn't really, oh no it is, it's bubbling out today. I usually go like that, bam. Give it a good soak, let all the detergent eat into the shit that's on the car, dirt and whatnot, grease, bugs. Forgot to blast off the back, but should be alright. Nobody looks at the back anyway unless you're overtaking them. That should be good. Now, when it comes to the sponging part of it, I'll rinse this off because it's probably got dirt and shit in it. Get all the, you don't want like mud and shit, like I said. The mud scratching your paint is the worst thing. It leaves little swirls and it doesn't leave big deep, well it may, but it doesn't really leave big deep, big and deep scratches. It leaves like little swirl marks and stuff the way that you've been washing your car. Just fill this up with some detergent and water. Fast forward that. Hopefully the mic is alright, keeps falling back down. I might put it to the side a little bit. Hopefully it's alright. Yeah, so when you're washing the car, you want to, well I do anyway, I usually go focus on one panel. Usually, actually, yeah, the front, the bonnet should be fine. I'll focus on this panel here, this one bonnet. You want to get the bonnet, don't miss any spots and stuff like that, and just focus on getting all the bugs off the one bonnet before you move on to another area. Because if you go like, oh, I'll just wash the whole side of it, you miss spots, you know. And even though I'm focusing on the bonnet and then the next panel and stuff like that, it will I'll probably still miss spots and see some when I'm finished. But give it one wash, then usually you use one of those brushes that are on a stick, but I don't have one, so we'll just use the sponge and it should do a pretty good job. So like I said, focus on one panel at a time, get that as best as you think you can. But look, I'm already focusing on another panel, not even the front panel, not even the guard, sorry. But yeah, you want to, also when you're washing the car, you want to do it on a day that's not overly sunny and warm, because it doesn't give you enough time to rinse off the bubbles and then chamois the car once you're done, because we'll chamois it down after this, and that just gives it that, gets rid of the all of the water drops and runs and stuff. I think I've contradicted already what I'm going to say. What I said is focus on one panel. I've already started moving away and stuff like that, but should be alright, hopefully. I don't miss any bits. If you see that I've missed any bits, let me know in the comments and I won't miss it next time. Try not to miss that spot next time, but I'll probably get another spot. Forget another spot. Most of the time, a car's going to look better after you've washed it, because you've just pretty much knocked off all the dust, even if you haven't done a good job. But the worst thing is, the first time you wash a car, you wash it, and you're like, yeah, it looks real good wet, and then when it dries, all the dust and shit's still on there, because you haven't even touched each inch of the panel. That's the worst. But yeah, even once we've done this, if we haven't done a good job, I can show you how to make it look pretty good anyway. At least for if you're buying a car to wash it then sell it, this will be good for that, this wee video, because I used to buy cars, wash them and sell them quite often. And I think when you're selling a car, the best, you want to sell a clean car. Everybody likes to buy a nice clean car. Not everybody likes to buy somebody else's dirty, greasy car. Well, some people, like I said, some people wouldn't mind it, but a lot more people would be interested to buy your car if it's nice and clean, rather than if it's dirty. I've literally made thousands of dollars by just buying a car that's dirty, cleaning it myself really well, and then selling it. That's it. I've made lots of money doing that. So next time you go to sell your car, sell it clean, because it's probably going to do better. But if you want to sell it dirty and you could be selling yourself short. And also, if you're selling it cheap and it's dirty, you're like, oh, it's cheap, who cares? If you sell it, if you clean it and then take photos of it and sell it, it's probably, that's the door keeps going off because it thinks I'm trying to lock it or something, or unlock it. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to sell faster if you clean the car, rather than not. I usually don't wash, like scrub the wheels till after, because like I said, you don't want the dirt and shit going all over your paint job. And this car's pretty much brand new, like I think it's done 10,000 Ks. I bought this truck brand new. It's actually, well, it's mine at the moment, I'm allowed to use it, but I'm not allowed to sell it or anything. Well, yeah, everything's mine, but as you'll probably know, I'm not allowed to sell any of my assets at the moment. So that's all good. And if I did have all my assets, I most likely wouldn't be making this YouTube video, because I usually send all my cars to the groomers, Kenny's Detailing. But yeah, not today. Today we're washing. And hopefully it can teach some of you guys how to wash a car. I'll quickly do this back part. Or should I just forget it because you guys can't see it? No, jokes. That was what a half-assed job guy would do. So from here, that looks pretty good. Damn, just got some juice on my top. Some car wash juice. Even though that at the front has dried a little bit, it should be fine to come off, because it hasn't like baked in there. But we'll see. I didn't even wash the front window, did I? I'll quickly wash that. Usually, you just do these windows after anyway. When the car's dry, I can show you. There's a trick on how to wash some windows. You use just straight newspaper, that's it. Water and newspaper, the ink inside the newspaper, like when you rub it with water, it takes off all like the bugs and stuff like that. But then instead of leaving like a soapy mess behind, the ink dries out on the window, and it yeah. But that's a story for another day, I suppose, or later. You always, when you're washing the car off too, start from the top and work your way down, because you don't want to wash the dirty soap back over your clean work, you know, because you're going to have to wash it again. So always start from the top. Just blast that top part off. Oh, I missed the wing mirrors too, I'll do that in a sec. Yeah, so you start on the bonnet, you blast that stuff all away or down. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but pretty much all of those bugs have gone. There's like a couple of small wee dots, but that was easy. Just a quick scrub over with the brush, blast off, and this looks pretty clean while it's wet anyway. Once it dries off, I'll go back over it. You can see all the stuff you've missed. The reason why I'm washing this car at home too and not at the car wash is because those brushes at the car wash, like I said before, yeah, the brushes actually hold the dirt in them, and they stuff your paint when you wash it. But when you do it at home, you can wash your sponge and whatnot. But the commercial brushes there actually f*** it. They ruin your paint. Now we will move to the other side. So you've seen how I wash from the front. Let's wash from the back. My mic just keeps getting in the way. Hopefully the audio is okay. Otherwise, I'll probably bin this video and you won't even see it, and you won't even know about this. You will never know how to wash a car or how Waiariki washes a car. Same on this side. Blast all the dirt and stuff off. Blast it down. I forgot to mag wheel clean that side. I'll do this at the front quickly. Like I said, this stuff works a lot better when the wheel's dry, but it still does the job when the wheel's wet. It's about to run out. This mic's being a nuisance. Come on, Mike, stop being a nuisance. The stuff's already turning pretty purple. Yeah, I thought I would, this stuff here is pretty much ready to blast off. I'll quickly zoom through and wash this, and I'll meet you at the next part. Now that we've washed and rinsed both sides of the car down, we're going to move on to the rims. Usually I get the other tool out and get right and deep into it, but today I'm in a rush, so I'm just going to give it a quick scrub down like that. Like I said, it doesn't actually matter too much how much you just want to make them look pretty good, and then you just cover them in tie shine and they look mint anyway. So it's a wee trick for you if you're in a rush. You don't need to clean the wheels perfectly. Same here, bang, quick scrub in and out of the spokes. Give them a quick one, and then you rinse them off, and that just, because that mag cleaner, it does a really good job of cleaning it, but just with a little tiny touch of anything, just with the sponge or anything, it just gets the final last little layer of it. Because with anything that you're cleaning, like, sounds weird, but with any physical touch, it actually disturbs the last bit of mud off, and yeah, looks absolutely mint. Now, got a scratch. No, it's not actually. Now, usually you go around and the car's dry because it's a bit windy, but I'll give it a blast down, and so it's not dry, and show you how to chamois it. Simple, easy as. Chamois is so easy. I use a chamois, but some people use other things. I just use a chamois because I've got a chamois and they work fine, but they can get dirt stuck in them. But my car's pretty clean, so it should be fine. What you do is easy. You just wipe the car down. You open it up like that, bam, give it a wipe, and it just takes off all the big splotches, and it doesn't leave those raindrop dry marks, you know, the stuff that you see in the shower if you haven't squeegeed the shower down after you have a shower. It just gets rid of those big ones, and no more blobs. And Bob's your uncle or your auntie these days, you never know. But yeah, just pretty much do that. Go around the whole car, give it a squeeze out. Look, so much water as it's collected, and yeah, if you were fussy you go around it really nicely, but like I said, I'm in a rush, so just gonna go real quick, give it a quick once over. Now that looks pretty good. So now I actually like to apply the tyre shine while the wheel is still wet. Not sure why, but just I feel it looks better. Get in there. I'll zoom the camera out in case you can't see me. There we go. Oh, I'll leave it zoomed in. Grab my tyre shine. And yeah, with the tyre shine, this shit makes the whole car look absolutely really tidy. Oh, my tyre shine cap's broken. This is just some shitty tyre shine, doesn't matter what tyre shine you use. Use silicone, tyre shine, whatever you want, and it just gives it that final touch of absolutely tidy. People say, oh, don't get on your brakes, but I think it should be a fine a tiny bit. A little bit on your brakes shouldn't hurt, but if it does hurt, you'll see me on the news because I've crashed. But I've done it a few times and it usually doesn't, I don't notice the difference in the brakes. Tiny bit on them, it's not too much. Well, yeah, like I said, we're about to find out. The tyre shine just tops the car off, makes it look like you've worked real hard and made it look real good, but theoretically, well, and generally speaking, sorry, it's actually really easy to make a car look good. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me. This is how you wash a car. Not a professional or anything, but yeah. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, but don't subscribe if you don't want to subscribe. 90% of you don't subscribe anyway, so if you want to subscribe, that'll be fine, but I don't really care if you do or not.